children. And they never want to like just hold the L and just take the fact that like you made a conscious decision, right? Feminism gave you this ability to do this, but you don't want to deal with the consequences. A lot of these Me Too allegations also, we know it. It's bullshit. They consented at that time. Then they want to withdraw consent after the fact and say, oh no, I feel like I was sexually assaulted. We've seen it happen to Trump. We've seen it happen to Johnny Depp, right? With Amber Turd.
Chris Brown.
Who like, else? You know, these women end up, is it really rape or is it regret? I think a lot of it is regret because they didn't get, you know, we've seen it happen with Andrew Tate.
Money.
They didn't get the money, the fame, the attention that they wanted, or they feel like they were slighted, like in this case with Harry, where he said, you're the only girl I'm talking to. And, you know, and I was saying this earlier too, like most women aren't used to taking L's from men. Most women are the ones that are in a position where the guy's chasing them. They're getting all the validation. They have the upper hand. They're able to extract resources and time from this guy and dates while the guy's not getting anything in return. More women have men in the friend zone versus men having women in the sex zone. So women aren't used to taking L's at the hand of a man. So since he was able to basically fool a lot of them, get nudes, sex, access to them without necessarily committing, a lot of them feel slighted. So now they're going to the internet and doing the only thing that they can do, which is try to tarnish his name publicly, because women aren't used to taking L's when it comes to the adversarial relationship between men and women.
Let's not forget, like, I guarantee all of these women have a bunch of dudes in the friend zone in their DMs.
Yep.
That they're stringing along. There's at least one in every single one of their DMs who is trying to slip it in, but she's just stringing him along for like attention or validation or whatever. Like it's a guarantee. Also, if she's a pretty girl.
Let's be real here. Those notes that they sent to Harry, I guarantee you, some of them sent it to somebody else as well. So it's not only Harry that's getting nudes. But again, if you're lying online saying you want to protect women and not have their business out there, you're doing the opposite behind closed doors. So
it's also a bit ignorant. Like you're gonna slide in the DMs of a guy who's clearly like an online celebrity, and you don't think he's talking to any other women at all.
Delusion
really?
Best, bro.
It's like you're convincing. Like the very fact that they had to ask the question, like, you know, are you exclusive? Are you talking to anybody else? Am I the only one? Are you single or whatever? Like they already knew the answer. You know, it's like, why you already know he's got more than one woman in his DMs.
Yeah.
Because you're a woman.
Yeah.
And you're not a celebrity. And you've got more than one guy in your DMs, so you know he's got them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you already know the answer to this question, but you just want to ask it because you want to have this, you want to like live in this little fantasy world where you can get that guy exclusively to yourself and no other woman has access to him. And it's like, man, I like, as much as I disagree with Harry's politics, I feel sorry for the guy in this regard.
Yeah. I think, you know, I think it's funny. I'm laughing at these stupid ass hoes, like getting all mad and, well, he played me. It's like, bitch, you've been doing this for years. Like you like, again, women don't like it when men play their game back on them. They really dislike it because, you know, they're doing the same. He's doing the same shit that you do. Because, like, let's be honest here. Everything about female nature is a lie. They wear makeup. You don't know when they're on their period. They don't really show attention like that to you. They play hard to get. You don't really know where they stand from an interest level perspective. Like everything about women is, you know, enshrouded in feminine mystique, right? And this is why so many guys have a difficult time understanding women because, you know, a lot of the things that they do are subversive and, you know, you wouldn't know. They're surreptitious. So when a guy plays their game back at them and beats them to it, they don't know how to react. They really don't know how to react. So this is why, you know, they say hell hath no fear like a woman scorn. It's because if you play their game back on them, they don't know how to adapt to that.
Yeah.
Right? When you play the game back. So,
and it's kind of funny that it's experiences like this, which is what takes a guy and sends him down like the red pill rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. And I would not be shocked if he started going to the gym after this, he would turn right wing.
Probably.
Like, because it's like, think about it. Like he's getting his first kind of like dose of like true female nature.
Yeah.
Like hardcore. Like it's like 10 out of 10. Like he's playing like top difficulty level
for his neck.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, I defended you. I was the nice male feminist. And he's like, no, bro. It doesn't matter. It's like sisterhood uber alles. Like they're coming after you, bro.
Yep.
You know, none of these women that you were defending are in your corner. And like that's gonna take like. He's either going to have to spend the rest of his life in like this weird like apologetic denial situation, or he's going to like get red pilled.
Yeah,
like he might stumble across a Fresh and Fit podcast.
This is why you know what? This is why it's just better to be authentic. You know what I mean? Like it really truly is better to be authentic because shit like this pops off, right? And you've been having this facade for a while, and you know your audience, they're not. Now they're not going to like you. They're not going to trust. They're going to look at you as a womanizer, right?
Yeah,
Versus if you had just been honest from the beginning, you would have been good. But this is the thing. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Being a liberal is far more profitable and safe than being a conservative.
Yeah.
If you're a liberal, you can exist on every platform without being banned.
Yeah.
Like these guys, Dean Withers, Harry Sisson, like these guys have never dealt with actual censorship. You don't get censored when you're on the left, right? If you want to talk about pro-gay rights or women having, all the rights, or you want to talk about, being able to kill babies through abortion or whatever, no one's going to censor you. They don't care, right? There's a reason why, like TikTok, you look at these liberals, they have huge followings, but anyone that's conservative, they fucking censor immediately, right? Twitch, same thing. I can't think of any real big right-wing conservative political commentators on Twitch.
None.
But Hassan Piker's on there despite the fact that he plays Houthi fucking propaganda videos, right? Conservatives even on YouTube, we get censored way more than people on the left, right? Crowder's been demonetized. We've been demonetized. Pearl's been demonetized. Dan Bongino got banned, right? Matt Walsh got demonetized at one point with the Daily Wire. So conservatives always deal with censorship way more than liberals do. So if you want to make money, yeah, being a liberal is the way to go. But it's not authentic. And then when shit like this pops off, now you got to fucking deal with damage control because you weren't being real from the beginning.
But you made a good point. He defended them to the utmost standards of what a man should do, wink, wink. And even at his darkest hour, they're talking him tooth and nail. But it's funny. It's funny. They're like, you know what? I'm going to pander to women because if I pander to women, they'll like me. No, my friend. You are a guy. You're not on their team. Simple.
Yeah, what he's gonna end up doing is he's gonna end up like he's gonna apologize.
Yeah.
And like in these situations, like apologizing never works. Like it never ever helps.
Yeah.
Like because if you apology is like an admission of guilt, and so he's gonna find that out real quick because that's the kind of team he plays for. He's gonna make an apology, and then they're still gonna come after him. He's gonna lose all his credibility with his female audience, and then lo and behold, I would, like I said, I'm not. If he stops his career as like a left wing influencer, I would not be surprised.
I just
if he came around to like this way of thinking.
Yeah, I just love how all the Trump naysayers are going down one by one. I just find it hilarious. But if you were Harry, what would you do?
You don't. First of all, you don't apologize.
Okay.
So the last thing you do is apologize, and you got to state your case. It's like I am like, and he won't do this because it's incompatible with his worldview. But you have to be like, look. I'm a somewhat famous male. I get women sliding into my DMs. I was horny. I like a bit of tit. Like that's basically it. Like, and you got to be unapologetic about it. Like, there's nothing wrong with liking women. There's nothing wrong with being sexual. There's nothing wrong with being thirsty here and there. But unfortunately, in today's day and age, a dude in his position's got to learn to be a bit more strategic about it.
Yeah.
Because that's what he was trying to do with Snapchat, but people screenshot Snapchat all the time. Just don't ask for nudes. Don't ever ask for nudes.
Yeah, that's an L.
Yeah, bro.
Just seeing a person.
Yeah, man.
With consent.
That's it.
All right, we got some